Yo, what's going on? This video is going to help the young entrepreneur who is out there and they're afraid of starting that business, right? I'm gonna give you the truth, right? I started three businesses by the age of 19, and I'm on my third one, and I'm actually starting to see results, and I'm starting to see success, and I'm starting to see the potential. But my first business was a photography business, and this business was, I was generating about $500, $600 bi-weekly. So I was making more doing that than working my regular job, which was Walmart at the time. And I was 17. Yeah, I was 17 at the time. And, I was able to grow a following. Believe I grew my followers to 800 followers off of just photography. I thought I was I was very passionate about it. But I just knew it was hard to scale, so I kind of just was like, "Yo, I don't know if I want to do this for the long term." Right? I always knew I wanted to help businesses grow. That's why I even started messing with a camera. And it's funny to see how now, right? I'm literally helping business owners with content, right? So I'm using my camera to be able to get them more leads, get them more booked and showed appointments. Book, showed, sold is my motto. Um, and I think I find it super crazy how like the world and the universe works. Cause it was like I was I was just taking photos, but I knew I wanted to just do business on it strictly. But I would reach out to businesses and they'll all say no. I didn't have a portfolio, so I had to build my portfolio. Then I got into sports photography because I was really in love with sports, and that's all I knew was athletes. So, um, yeah, and then the reason why I ended up failing is just because the owner, right? Me. I no longer wanted to do it because it wasn't scalable. It was very profitable, but downside it was hard to scale. But guess what? We now have skills in the bag, right? I have photography skills. I learned a lot. I learned more about business. I learned how to market, like different things, which leads to my next business. Right? I had started, and this is crazy, but I started a reselling business, right? So I was reselling cologne, and then I started reselling shirts, right? And the reason why this failed is because I was like, "Fuck, am I scamming people? Like, are these products fake?" And I'm like, "Yo, yeah, I'm not selling these shits." Right? I get the product, not selling these shits. Right? So I didn't sell anything because I'm like, "Yo, I'm not finna scam these people." Right? Like this product's fake. It's foo-foo. Right? I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm thinking one-on-ones is something crazy. Like it's something like it's not that. And it was. I'm thinking one-on-one is probably like the actual supplier, but like discounted because like it's not retail. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. Which there are some places where you can get shit at wholesale price, but I just wasn't aware of it. So I fell for the TikTok schemes of the people who buy the fake clothes and sell it. So that was the second business, which wasn't profitable. I have a lot of that inventory still today. So yeah, that was a little loss. I think I was out $500, $600, something like that. Um, which at least I gave it an effort, right? Um, and then another one, right? This is gonna be three. Um, is I tried just being a content creator. Right? I tried posting, but guess what? I just gave up. Right? I wasn't seeing results, so I gave up. And this is the reality of most people when it comes to business, right? They'll see little results. They'll put in a lot of work and then see little results and wonder why they're not seeing anything. But it's the fact that you have to keep going because over time you're going to get better and better at it. And whenever you get better and better, guess what? The marketplace rewards that. And guess what? Whenever you're valuable to the marketplace, guess what? You make more money, right? So I think my approach on that was pretty like I think it was vague. I feel like I should have just, you know, I didn't have enough experience to be able to just give everybody what's, sauce. I should have talked more about what's going on in my life, what's going on with the things that I'm trying to do, right? I wanted to help people with their mindset. I still do, but I want to do it in a way where I'm showing them a path, right? Rather than just, here's how you fix your mindset. You got to do this, you got to do that, right? Like, I know exactly how you can fix your mindset. You got to think better, right? You got to create better habits, right? You got to get more confident, right? Um, but it's not about that. It's more so about helping people realize that they can do it, right? A lot of people just don't believe, and if you could give them a belief system, then they'll start to actually realize, oh shit, I can do it, right? And that's where I was in business, right? At first, I didn't start a business till I didn't start a business till late high school because I didn't think it was possible. Like, seventh grade, I always said, "Oh, I want to resell. I want to resell shoes, or I want to clean shoes, custom shoes, or be some type of entrepreneur, resell on eBay." Right? That was my like ideal when I was in high school, middle school, and then when I got to high school, I'm like, okay, I want to do this. I'm seeing people on the internet posting that. I just wonder, right? And you know, the thing is, I had these ideas since sixth grade, right? I just haven't acted on them until high school, right? I knew you could make money online since sixth grade, but I didn't act on it till now, right? Till high school, till 3 years ago. Um, and I would have been way further than where I am, but I'm grateful where I am now today because it opened my mind to the possibilities. Um, so now that my mind's open to the possibilities, I understand what it takes. And this is important for whatever business you try to start. Um, yeah. And one thing that I want to peep out is when you're young and you're an entrepreneur, um, it it hits because people are gonna ask you what you do, and you're gonna respond with something like, "Oh, I run a business, and this is what my business does." And people are gonna look at you like you're fucking stupid. They're gonna look at you like you're fucking crazy. Um, and the best way to deal with that is just don't pay it no mind, right? Don't pay it any mind, at all, because the traditional way of success, like 90% of people, or it might be a little less than that, believe that college is necessary to become successful. All right. They truly believe, like, yo, if you don't go to college, you're dumb. You're dull. You're stupid. All right, college is the best thing ever. In reality, that's not everybody's paths. We all have different paths. Some people were meant to lead, others were meant to follow. Right? 10% of people were meant to lead, and 90% were meant to follow. Right? So it's just what it is. Do you want to be the leader or do you want to be a follower? Right? Truly, I've always been a leader, and I'm not putting this to be like, oh, I'm that big boss leader. No, it's more so like it's better to be a leader than a follower, right? Lead by example. So if you were playing basketball or football and the coach didn't have you as a captain, 9 times out of 10 you weren't a good leader, right? You weren't a good role model, right? You weren't nobody the team looked up to, right? I was the dude when we're down by 14 points. I'm still clapping, bro. We're still in this shit. We're still in the game, right? And you got to understand, it's the same thing with your business. It's the same thing in life, right? When you're fucking down, a good leader doesn't stay down, right? A good leader doesn't, we're not in this. No, a good leader, you can't even tell he going through shit, but he's fucking pushing, right? He's pushing, right? He's showing up, even though shit's bad at home, he's still showing up, posting videos, right? Even though he doubts sometimes, he's still posting videos. A good leader is somebody who shows up when he doesn't feel motivated. A good leader is somebody who shows up during tough times, right? And you simply gotta have heart and you gotta have that dog in you. um, so yeah, that's just one thing that I also wanted to just throw out there and remind you guys that leadership is important with all this business stuff, right? We always see the $10,000 penthouses, sky rises. If you're working towards that and you're not working towards, something real, like if you're not working towards building your mom, retiring your mom, building your dream house, like things like that, I don't know, bro. Like that's just what I'm working towards, right? I'm working towards, being able to retire my moms. I think that's super important. Being able to give back to my community, being able to give back to the younger generation, right? Being able to help those who's struggling, right? Those are the things that I want to do. And those are the things that I'm going to do whenever I get my wealth. Yeah, I just wanted to leave you guys off with this. I fucking failed 3 businesses at 19 and I'm still kicking it. I'm still pushing. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur since I was little. And I'm still going at it. I'm still chasing my dream. I've been chasing this dream for forever. I can now say I used to want to be an NFL player when I was in 5th grade, then 6th grade, shit changed. I wanted to resell. I wanted to do custom shoes. I wanted to clean shoes. There's just a whole bunch of shit that I wanted to do, and now I'm starting to see what I actually want to do. The older you get, the you start to see. So yeah, that's that. And one more thing that I want to leave with you guys is don't give up. Just keep trying. Right. One thing don't work, try the next. Right. But don't give up too fucking early. Right. Because that was my problem. All right. And I'm giving you guys this video so you guys can avoid the mistakes that I fucking made. All right. Don't give up too early. Don't give up whenever you're not seeing the results. Don't give up because you don't feel like that motivation left. Keep going. All right. Take it day by day, step by step. Don't fucking run a marathon. Take it step by step. Because when you run that marathon every single day, guess what? You're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna be tired. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna show up. And when you miss a day of running that marathon, guess what? That affects the whole month. Then you're like, oh, I gotta restart next month. Okay. Then I'll restart next month. And then 6 months go by, you didn't do shit. So just keep going, right? Because that's something that I was struggling with, and I wanted to give that to you guys. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to see my journey. I'm still a young 19-year-old entrepreneur. Just turned 19 a couple months ago, and yeah, I just want to show you guys my path and practice what I preach, and show you guys me practicing what I preach, so you guys get a better understanding. So yeah, make sure you guys drop that fucking subscribe button and like the video.